Of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Reina. Good morning, Sana.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So the last class we finished the parts of the looms and plane weaves. Okay. The first weave, that is plane weave, we finished. What do you mean by a plane weave, Meghna?
It is a very common weave and it's very smooth. And it is the weft thread is wrapped, uh, crosses the weft thread, and by weaving a single.
Over and under. Okay. The warp yarns and weft yarns goes over and under the
Uh,
likewise alternatively. Alternatively weaving process. Then what is rib weave, Reina? The plain weaves are of two types, that is rib weave and basket weave. What is a rib weave?
Two or three warp yarns are taken in a single warp and woven.
Hmm. Good. Basket weave. What about the basket weave?
Two or more warp and are taken and two or more weft are uh, taken and woven alternatively.
Okay, so that is basket weave. The other name for the basket weave is mat weave. Okay. Hmm? The other name for the basket weave is mat weave. Then, so the twill weave is an other basic weave. Okay, so we will learn about the basic weaves. Basic weave, the plain weave is a basic weave, twill weave and satin are the three basic weaves. Okay, so in twill weave, the weft is woven after regular intervals of the warp yarns. The main characteristics of this twill weave is the diagonal pattern. You can see a diagonal here, right? Hmm? It's a diagonal pattern. So the main characteristics of the twill weave is a diagonal pattern in weaving. Okay. Reina, is it clear? A diagonal pattern is seen in the twill weave. Hmm? Both warp and weft yarns are arranged according to a diagonally or a diagonal weaves. That is called as a twill weave, and it is very expensive and it is very popular. Okay. Due to this structure, it is very durable also. Okay, these twill weaves are very durable. Like it is most commonly seen in bags and jeans. Okay, you can see diagonal patterns in your jeans. The jeans are more durable than the plain weave. Is it correct? Is it correct, Sana? The jeans are more durable than a cotton cloth, right? Hmm? Yeah, that is mainly because of this weaving patterns. Yeah, the interlacing, the difference of this interlacing is the main reason for that. The twill weave is very popular and it is very durable. And the main characteristic is very important. Okay, the twill weave, the main characteristic of the twill weave is a diagonal pattern. Okay, in the fabrics, you can see a diagonal lines or the diagonal patterns. That is a very important point in twill weave. Is it clear? The plain weaves are rib weave and basket weave are the plain weaves. In twill weave, there is a diagonal pattern. Diagonal pattern can be seen. That is a twill weave. Okay. Due to this pattern, it is very durable. The next one is satin weave. Okay. Satin weave is also a basic weave. Basically, or generally, the weaves are classified into two, the basic weaves and fancy weaves. There are three basic weaves, plain weave, twill weave and satin weave. Okay. In this weave, one side or the satin weave, the one side of the cloth is very smooth. Okay, the one side of the cloth is very smooth in satin. Only the one side of the cloth is very smooth and it is not clearly exposed. Okay, the weft yarns, here you can see the weft and warp yarns, but the weft yarns are not clearly exposed. Weft yarns means the horizontal yarns, the yarns. This yarns is called as weft yarns. So this weft yarns are not clearly seen in this satin weave. Okay, the weft yarns or the filling yarns are not clearly visible in the satin weave, and satin weave is the one side of the weave is very smooth. Okay, the satin clothes are very smooth in one side, right? Sana, the satin weaves are very smooth, right? Yeah, that is mainly because of the weft is woven by leaving. The weft yarns means the filling yarns. The weaving process is mainly undergoes by the weft yarns leaving or the lacking of 1122 or 44 yarns or wap. Okay, which means that this filling yarns are leaving some. Here you can see some spaces, right? Some blank spaces. There is no weaving, right? So the weft yarns leave some spaces or leave some threads. The weft yarns leave some warp yarns, that is called as satin weave. This is the main characteristics of the satin weave. Okay. Due to this, the interlacing is less here, right? Than the plain weave. Plain weave, the weft and warp yarns are alternatively interlaced. But in satin weave, a limited interlacing is there. There are lots of blank spaces, right? Due to this case, they are less durable. Okay, or they are relatively weak. They are less durable and they are relatively weak because of this interlacing pattern. Okay, here the interlacing is limited, or the weft yarns leave some warp yarns. Okay, what do you mean by a weft and warp yarn, Sana? Sana?
Yes,
Weft
ma'am.
what do you mean by a weft and a warp yarn? Hmm? This is very important, okay, Sana. The warp yarns means the vertical yarns, okay. What is it? Sana, are you there? Sana, the lengthwise, the yarns means the fabrics that we twisted together, that is called as yarns. These yarns are arranged in the lengthwise and widthwise, okay. You can see the yarns in lengthwise and widthwise. The lengthwise yarns are called as warp yarns, okay. The lengthwise or the vertical yarns, the yarns used along the length of the fabric, the length side of the fabrics, that is called as warp yarn, and the yarns used in the width of the fabric, that is called as weft yarn. Okay, this side is the length side of the fabric. A fabric has a length and width side. Okay, the length side of the fabric is called as warp yarn, and the width side of the fabric is called as weft yarn. Is it clear, Sana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in this satin weave, the weft yarns means the filling yarns. Okay, these filling yarns are inserted into the warp yarns, or interlaced into the warp yarns. But in satin weave, it is less durable. Why? Why is it so? Because it lacks or leaving some spaces. Okay, the weft yarns leave some warp yarns. You can see some blank spaces here. Right, Reina, you can see some blank spaces, right? Hmm? That is the main characteristics of the satin weave. The weft yarns leave some warp yarns. Due to this lack of interlacing or the limited interlacing, the satin weaves are less durable. Okay. Due to this interlacing pattern, which means the weft is woven by leaving 1, 1, 2, 2 or 4, 4 yarns of warp yarns. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts, Anna?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so the one side of the satin weave is very smooth. Okay, in twill weave, it has a diagonal pattern. In satin weave, the one side is very smooth and it is less durable because of the warp yarns leaving some spaces. Okay, that is the satin weave. Reina, what is a twill weave?
It's diagonal.
Diagonal? Reina, make it as a sentence. What do you mean by a twill weave? Just right.
It's diagonal in the pattern.
Yeah, the weaving is mainly in the form of a diagonal. All right, okay. The main characteristics of a twill weave is the diagonal patterns. Can you give an example for the twill weave?
Denim.
Jeans and all, okay. Then Sana, that is a satin weave.
One side of the cloth is very soft.
Hmm?
They are less durable
Why?
because of that pattern.
What is the pattern that used in satin weave? Huh?
In
There are two yarns, okay, weft and warp yarns. This warp yarns leave. It leaves some weft yarns, okay. There is some spacing or leaving. The warp yarns and the weft yarns. These are the two yarns. The weft yarns leave some warp yarns. Okay. You can underline the thing. You take the page number 99. Sana, take the page number 99 and read the satin weave, that paragraph. Satin weave.
This is the name of the weave as well as of the cloth. In this type
Both
of
the name of the cloth and weaving is same. The satin clothes are also there, right? Then.
in this type of weave, one side surface of the cloth is very smooth and plain. Type of weave is not very durable.
It's very important. Okay, the satin weaves are not very durable.
In this weave, weft is woven, leaving one, two, or four yarns of warp.
Which means the
In
warp
this
yarns are leaving. The warp yarns are leaving. Then that is the main reason for the less durability of a satin weave. Then
In this weave, weft is not clearly exposed on one side and only warp yarns are visible.
so in satin weave, the warp yarns are only visible than the weft yarns. Okay. Then
Thus, the surface became smooth. Many clothes like silk, rayon, etc. are made this way.
okay, fine. So the silk and rayon are the clothes that made according to this way or the satin weaving. Okay, is it clear? So the basic weaves are three. Which are there, Reina? Basic weaves, the three basic weaves. Reina?
Plain weave,
Good.
twill weave, satin weave.
Okay. There is a other divisions in or other variations of plain weave. Which are they? Plain weaves are of two types. Just recall your memory. Don't look the books.
Basket weave and rib weave.
Very good. So there are three basic weaves: plain weave, twill weave, and satin weave. Okay. The plain weave are of two types, that is rib and basket. Okay. Then let's move on to the fancy weaves. So we finished the basic weaves. Next is fancy weaves. The pile weave, jacquard weave, leno weave, dobby weave. All these are the fancy weaves. Okay. It's in the page number 101. The diagram is there. Okay. The fancy weaves are of four types: pile weave, jacquard weave, leno weave, and dobby weave. Okay. These fancy weaves are mainly used to create a decorative fabrics. Okay. We include something to this fabrics to make the fabrics more attractive and more decorative. Okay. That is the main characteristics of the fancy weave. As the name says, fancy. So we add something decoratively to the or make the fabrics more attractive by inserting some things to the fabrics. Is it clear? That is a fancy weave. More attractive weaves are called as fancy weave. The first fancy weave is pile weave. Note down. Okay. Pile weave. What is a pile weave? An extra set of yarns. Okay, it is made up of 3 yarns. Usually the weaving is done by weft and warp yarns, right? In pile weave, we insert or add one more yarn to this weave. Okay, an extra yarn is inserted or extra yarn is also included to the weft and warp yarns. Okay, here you can see an extra yarns. Basically, all the weaves are made up of 2 yarns, that is weft and warp yarns. In pile yarn, an extra yarn is added to this weaving process. Okay, well, extra yarn is very important. An extra yarn is inserted into the weaving process. That is the main characteristics of the pile weave. An extra set of yarns, which mean an extra set of warp and weft yarns are inserted. Okay, it can be weft or warp yarns. An extra yarn is inserted. That is known as pile yarns. That inserting or the extra yarn is called as pile yarns. Okay. So there are warp yarns and weft yarns. Warp yarns are the yarns that used in the length side of the fabric, that is called as warp yarns, and the yarns that used in the width of the fabric, that is weft yarn, And what do you mean by pile yarn? An extra yarn. Okay, an extra set of yarn that is called as pile yarn. Is it clear? Okay, there are two types of pile yarns. Okay, cut pile and uncut pile. Okay, there are two types of pile weave, cut pile and uncut pile. Pile weave and uncut. Okay, so what do you mean by a cut pile and uncut pile, Meghna? As the name says, the answer is also in there.
It is cut into two.
Yeah, this yarns or the extra yarns are cut. That is called as cut pile. And if it is not cut, that is called as uncut pile. Okay. So if we cut these fabrics, the absorbency of the fabrics increases. Okay. You can see this one, right? This picture. What is this? Reina?
It's turkey.
Yeah, so it's absorb more water, right? It's absorb more moisture. That's why we use the turkeys or the towels. All these are made by pile weaves. Why? Because the absorbency, the cut pile is used here. You can see a raised effect, right? A raising effect can be seen here. Is it clear? That is mainly because of an extra yarn is adding to this weaving. Okay. That is the pile weave. There are two types of pile weave, cut pile and uncut pile. If it is cut, the absorbency increases. That's why these pile weaves are basically used in towels, napkins and all. Okay. That is a pile weave. This is the first fancy weave. Okay. Sana, summarize the pile weave.
Pile weave, extra yarn is used.
Hmm?
Turkeys are made of pile weave
Why? What's the reason?
to absorb water.
Yeah, the cut pile is used. Okay, the cut pile, if we cut the extra yarns or the pile yarns, it improves the absorbency of the fabrics. That's why we use the pile weave in a turkeys or clothes and okay, because it improves the absorbency. Is it clear? So the next one is, so we finished the first fancy weave, that is pile weave. Next is jacquard weave. Okay, what is a jacquard weave? Jacquard weave is a other fancy weave. Okay, Rena, jacquard is a other fancy weave. In this fancy weave, we need a separate loom. Okay, separate machine or a separate device is used to make this jacquard weave. Okay, basically this jacquard weaves are used to made a different and a unique shape or a unique designs. Okay, that is jacquard weaves. This is the most complicated weave. Okay, the jacquard weave is the most complicated weave. That's why we use a separate loom or the separate device for weaving the jacquard weave. Okay, jacquard weaves are very complicated. So we use a separate loom for weaving and it is very expensive. The jacquard weaves are very expensive than the other weaves. This is a decorative weave, okay, or the fancy weaves. The complex designs, the very complex designs are easily made using the special looms. The very complex designs can be seen mainly in curtains, bed sheets and all. Okay, so the large designs or very complex designs are used or the large designs are used in jacquard weave. Okay. Due to this, the jacquard weaves are very expensive. We can include the detailed images of the flowers, objects and all the details. Very details can be included in this weaving. Okay. That is called as jacquard weave. It's a very complex weave, very difficult to weave. So that's why a separate loom is used. The complex designs or the unique design can be easily prepared by using the special loom, that is jacquard weave. Okay, the large designs, the repeats, it helps to repeat the large designs in a proper manner. That is jacquard weave. Next is lino weave. Next is Leno weave. It's an other fancy weave. Okay, so we learned the pile weave, jacquard weave, and the third one is Leno weave. Can also write with double E. Okay, Leeno. Both are fine. Leno weave. This Leno weave is also called as the crow's weave. The other name for the Leno weave is crow's weave. So Leno weave is another fancy weave or the other decorative weave. The other name for the Leno weave is crow's weave. Here you can see is that each weft yarn, a single weft yarn is encircled by two warp yarns twisted about each other. That is the Leno weave. Sana? Sana?
Ma'am.
Okay, this yarn is called as
West weave.
not
Warp weave.
west. Yeah, warp yarns. Okay, so here you can see one warp yarn, right? And next warp yarn. So these two warp yarns are twisted. Okay, so in Leno weave, two warp yarns are twisted and the weft yarn is encircled. This is a weft yarn. Okay, this weft yarn is encircled by this two warp yarn. Is it clear, Reena? First, two warp yarns are twisted inside or it is encircled by a weft yarn. Weft yarn is passing to this structure. That is called as Leno weave. Look at this picture. There is a twisting of warp yarns, right? And then a weft yarn is encircled, right? The weft yarn is encircled by this twisting. That is called as Leno weave. These Leno weaves or the fabrics with Leno weaves are very light in weight. Okay, they are light in weight. It's a characteristics of the Leno weave. In twill weave, you can see a diagonal pattern. That is a basic weave. And in satin weave, its leaves, the warp yarns leave some spaces. That is the satin weave. And next is fancy weaves. The first one is pile weave. An extra yarn is used. That is called as pile weave. And next is jacquard weave. The complex designs or the very large designs are made using this jacquard weave. So separate looms are created and this jacquard weave is very expensive. Okay, the jacquard weaves are very expensive than the other fancy weaves or other basic weaves. The next is Leno weave. Leno weave is also called as crow's weave. The other name that is crow's weave. Here the two warp yarns are twisted and the weft yarn is encircled by this. The warp yarns are twisted and it is encircled by the weft yarns. Okay, that is called as Leno weave. Due to this structure, the fabrics made of Leno weave is basically light in weight. Okay, they are light in weight. Is it clear? That is Leno weave. The difference in this, all the weaves are basically due to different weaving patterns. Okay, different weaving pattern is different types of fabrics. Okay, Sana, is it clear? And the last fancy weave, that is Dobby weave. Okay, Dobby weave. In this weave, the designs are very simple and usually in a geometrical pattern. In Dobby weave, the small designs or the geometrical figures are used. Okay. Basically, it is the Dobby weave fabrics are basically flat and they are comparatively fine with other fabrics. Okay, they are comparatively fine and flat with other fabrics. Okay, in Dobby weave, it is the main characteristics of the Dobby weave is the geometrical patterns. Okay, The geometrical patterns. In twill weave, the main characteristic is a diagonal pattern. The diagonal pattern is a twill weave, and pile weave, an extra set is added, extra set of yarn is added. Jacquard are the complex weaves. Lino weave means two warp yarns are twisted and the weft yarn is encircled. In Dobby weave, it is a characteristics of the small designs or the geometrical figures. Okay, this like this. Geometrical figures, the small, very very small designs. It is usually used to make the shirts and all. Okay, this Dobby weaves are usually seen on the shirts and all. Okay, the twill weave are seen in,
Jeans.
yeah, in Dobby weaves are basically seen in, Sana.
Shirts.
Good. Okay, so that's all about the weaving. Any doubts? Reina, switch on the camera. Any doubts in this? Because it's very important. It's also included in your practicals also. Okay. Any doubts in this, Reina? Anything to repeat? Fine. Okay. So, Sana.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is basic weaves? Explain the basic weaves. Reina, think about the fancy weaves.
Basic weave, plain weave. Then twill weave. Then
One more. Twill weave, plain weave, satin weave. Okay.
satin.
These are the three basic weaves. What is a plain weave? Fine, fine. Plain weave. There are two variations in plain weave, right? Which are they? Which are there, Reina? Two variations of plain weave.
Rib weave and basket weave.
Very good. What is it, Sana?
Basket weave and rib weave.
Okay, so these are the two variations of plain weave, rib weave and basket weave. In rib weave, Sana, in rib weave, two or more warp yarns are taken and single weft is woven. Okay, that is the rib weave. In basket weave, Meghna.
Both warp and weft are taken in same amount and woven.
Yeah, the equal amount of warp yarns and weft yarns are taken and then woven. That is called as basket weave. It is also called as mat weave. Okay, the other name, that is mat weave. Then twill weave. Sana, try. Twill weave. Give the main characteristic of the twill weave.
The yarns are in diagonal pattern.
Very good. The yarns are in diagonal pattern. It is usually seen in jeans. Okay. Due to this diagonal pattern, they are very durable and sometimes it is expensive than the plain weaves. Okay, the plain weaves. Then satin weave. Reina, satin weave. Reina, just think about the satin cloth. How is it? The satin clothes are like,
The front part is soft.
yeah,
The
the surface, not the front part. The surface area is very, well, the surface part is very smooth. Okay, than the other side. Then
they're less durable
why? What is the reason for that?
because the weaving pattern is different. They leave gaps.
Very good. The weft yarns leave some warp yarns. Okay, that is the main reason for the less durability. Very good. Meghna, what about the fancy weaves? List some fancy weaves.
Pile weave, jacquard weave, lino weave, and Dobby weave.
Very good. What is a pile weave, Sana? Pile weave. Pile weave is a
One
pile.
extra yarn is added.
Very good. One extra yarn, not one. Okay. One extra yarns are added. It can be of two types, cut pile and uncut pile. Okay. What is the main feature of cut pile fabrics? Cut pile.
Absorb moisture.
Absorb moisture. So, in which clothes you can see that clothes?
Turkey.
That is mainly due to it absorb the fabrics that absorb more amount of moistures and all. Then, so we covered the pile weave. Pile weave is a fancy weave. Okay, it's not a basic weave. Pile weave is a fancy weave. Next, jacquard weave. Reina.
They have designs, and they even
What
specific
designs, Reina? They have designs. That's okay. What kind of designs? Small or large?
large designs,
Very good. The large designs are
specifically
the special looms are used to weave the jacquard weaves. Okay, the special looms. What do you mean by looms, Anna?
Loom is a machine to
Yeah, it's a machine or a device that used to weave the fabrics. Okay, fine. Which are the parts, Sana? The parts of loom. The warp beam, cloth beam, harness, heddles, then shuttle and reed. Okay. Harness, heddles, shuttle, reed, warp beam and cloth beam. Sana, repeat. Try it once again. The parts of a loom.
hard beam.
Warp beam. Warp beam means the warp threads are wrapped on a beam. That is called as warp beam. Then the final clothes are warped in a beam. That is called as the finalized cloth is wrapped in a beam. That is called as cloth beam. Okay.
Okay.
Then what about harness and heddles? Reina, help her.
harness is like a frame
Hmm?
and wires.
Very good.
Wires.
That is known as.
Headers.
So, Sana, the rectangular frame. Okay, the rectangular frame that is called as harness. And then some wires are there that is called as heddles. That is basically used to separate the warp yarns. Okay, to enter the to enter the weft yarns. That is the heddles and harness. Then reed. The reed is basically situated in front of the harness. These are the main parts of loom. It's very important. Okay. Some parts. At least try to learn the parts. The warp beam, cloth beam, harness, heddles, shuttle, and reed. Okay. Then, so we finish the pile weave and jacquard weave. The next is the Leno weave. Who wants to answer? The Leno weave. CC, right? Meghna, try. Very good.
Each weft yarn is encircled by the twisted warp yarns, and it's light in weight.
Very good. Okay. So Leno weave means, what is a Leno weave, Reina?
Each weft yarn is encircled by two warp yarns.
Yeah, two warp yarns are first twisted. Okay, the two warp yarns are taken and be twisted, and the weft yarn is encircled by the two warp yarns or the twisted warp yarns. Okay, they are light in weight. That is called as Leno weave. Then one more is there. What is it, Sana? The last one. Pile weave, jacquard, Leno, and Dobby weave. Okay. What is the main characteristics of the Dobby weave?
The designs are very simple.
Hmm.
Geometry and
That's important. Okay. the geometrical patterns. Basically, the Dobby weaves, the main characteristics or the main feature of the Dobby weave is the geometrical patterns. It's usually used in shirts and all. Okay, is it clear? So we finished the different types of weaves. We finished the parts of loom and the basic weaves and fancy weaves. Okay,
Ma'am,
yeah.
Leno weave is used in what type?
Mats and all. Okay, take the page number 104. The second question, identify the following weaves. Don't turn the pages, okay? Reina, be honest. Just look at weaves. 6 weaves, right? Identify the following weaves. Don't turn the pages. Sana, what is the first weave in the page number 104? The first weave. Look at the picture.
Plain weave.
Good, it's plain weave. Because the warp yarns and weft yarns are arranged alternatively by over and under. Okay, so the first weave is called as plain weave. Okay, Reina, what is the second weave? Think about all the weave. Don't turn the pages. Reina, the second weave. Fine. What is the fourth weave?
Question.
Reina?
Jacqueline weave.
Jacquard. What is it? Jacquard weave. Okay. The fourth
Jacquard.
one is a Jacquard weave because you can see the large design of a flower, right? The large design of a flower is there. That's called. So that is Jacquard weave. Okay. Meghna, what is the second weave?
Rib,
Is it rib? Then the third weave is?
basket,
Yeah, the second one is basket weave. Okay, the equal amount of warp and weft is there. In the third weave, we can see 3:2. Okay, 3 warp and 2 weft. Reina, is it clear? The second one is a basket weave because the one warp and one weft, okay, equally, it's a basket-like appearance. And it's the second one. It's the page number 104, okay. Then the third one is basket. Sorry, the third one is rib weave. You can see the 3:2, right? 3, 3, 3 widthwise or the width of the fabric is 3 and 2 for the warp. Is it clear? Reina, is it clear now? Then the fifth one, Sana. What is the fifth fabrics? Fifth weaving.
Twill.
Twill weave because it has a diagonal pattern. Then the sixth one, Reina. It is very different from other weaves, right? It
A
is
pile weave.
very good. Pile weave. You can see an extra yarn is passing. Okay, that is a pile weave. So the first one is plain weave. Second is basket weave. Third is rib weave. Fourth is jacquard weave. Fifth is twill weave. And the sixth is pile weave. Okay. Any doubts?